No, I won't.
Just
Let
see,
him
I can
heal.
just get it.
Okay, all right.
I mean, I can retest those. The Zoom meeting just threw me off a little bit in the displays.
At least we could hear this stuff, right?
It's not my screen in the background.
Speaking of which,
Yeah, all right.
14 seconds.
A hefty agenda tonight.
Yeah.
All right, it is 7 o'clock. I call the meeting to order. Please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the
flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, can I get a motion to approve the agenda?
I'll make a motion to approve the agenda. I'll second.
Motion by Councilmember Mock and a second by Councilmember Sayer. Can we get a roll call vote, please?
Councilmember Pasco.
Aye.
Councilmember Mock.
Aye.
Councilmember Sayer.
Aye.
Councilmember Pershman.
Aye.
And Mayor Johnson.
Aye. All right, community comment. Are you here for your community comment?
Sure.
You know the drill. I won't even read the whole thing. Welcome.
Hi, Craig Shapira, 1586 Edgebrook Lane in Carver. I sent an email to the City Council on Friday because I went to the Chaska Police Department just to find out how they administer their parking ordinance that allows for 48-hour parking, but it's not enforced if it's in front of your residence, and that's the residence where that car is registered to. And so that would solve, I think, when we was meeting a few meetings ago when people had a lot of concerns, be it people were handicapped, wanted to be able to park close to their house, people had, high schoolers in the house with multiple cars, or people were, multi-generational households, grandmas living there. It would solve those concerns from the public, but it would also allow the city to enforce parking when it was necessary so that you don't have cars parked there for really long periods of time. And so, and to the extent I need to ask to have it entered into the record for y'all's consideration, that's why I showed up.
By emailing us.
Oh, okay.
Gosh, you came out on a really cold night to see. Yeah. Especially when you email all of us. Generally, I think what one of us will do, at least I do, I'll share it with Brent as an FYI, and I think you had copied Brent on it.
I did,
so
yeah.
He responded to you, and then he shares his responses with us. So you're like, yes, but kudos for a belt and suspenders approach.
Perfect,
We
yeah.
got it. Thank you for reaching out.
All right, yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank y'all.
Okay, thanks, Greg. This is going to be a quick meeting. We have no presentations and reports. We have no public hearings. Can I get a motion to approve the consent agenda?
I'll
I
make
have a question about the consent agenda.
Go ahead.
Okay, and this is a technical thing. We have the meeting minutes from the Economic Development Council, but we're not meeting right now as the Economic Development Council. Is it proper for us to approve those minutes at this meeting?
I would assume so, because we're not meeting as a work session group either right now, and those are always on the meeting.
Yeah, but those are we had to adjourn and then reconvene as a.
Yeah. I assume that question's already been asked, otherwise we wouldn't be reviewing them.
Okay.
So they're included in the minutes as part of the council minutes, but then when the next CEDA meeting will be, then they'll be approved by the CEDA.
Okay.
So we're just as the council approving them with that.
They will be reviewed again when the CEDA meets again.
I followed the process that was done previously, so they were included in the minutes, but then I extracted that for the CEDA to approve at
Perfect.
that time.
Thank you.
Good question.
It's not an acronym we're used to.
I know, I can't spit it out with
Okay, thank you. Any other questions or motions?
I'll make a motion to approve the consent agenda.
I'll second.
Councilmember Mock and a second by Councilmember Pasco. Further discussion? All right, Brenda, can you do a roll call vote, please?
Councilmember Pasco?
Aye.
Councilmember Mock?
Aye.
Councilmember Sayer?
Aye.
Councilmember Pershman?
Aye.
Mayor Johnson?
Aye. All right, motion passes. All right, Eric, you want to start off with council communications since you're off mute?
Yeah, I don't have any council communications today.
All right.
Yeah, biggest communication is just that the League of Minnesota Cities event went really, really well. Courtney represented us excellently on the panel. Lots of really good questions and an ability to meet with a lot of really interesting cities facing a lot of really diverse issues, and it was great to be able to talk to them. So I'm really thankful that I was given the opportunity to go to that.
You'd love it.
I don't have anything.
Okay.
I don't have anything today.
All right, a few things for me, a solid handful. On February 4th, the CDA, the Community Development Agency, had their board retreat. And one of the biggest questions that they asked during that, because they had received some pushback from the Carver County Commissioners, was if cities wanted the CDA to do the economic development for them, which was a resounding no. So that was kind of the one takeaway from that meeting, is that it was, again, kind of the same reason why we shared our legislative priorities with the county commissioners, was like, humbly, we think we're pretty good at knowing what the folks in our community want, and we're not looking for the county or the state or anybody else to kind of handcuff us into something that might be a one-size-fits-all solution. Let's see, on February 6th, we had a Carver County Mayor's meeting. I referred to that previously as one part ideation and get to knowing, like relationship building, but the second part of that is definitely a support group. But we had 8 out of the 10 or 11 Carver County mayors, so a really great showing for that on February 6th. As Kayla mentioned, I was down in Mankato for the newly elected leaders. There was a panel discussion, just kind of talking about our experience. So it was a city manager, the West St. Paul Councilmember Wendy Berry, and then myself, to kind of just get a variety of different opinions and thoughts on things for folks who are brand new to their roles. On the 11th, there was a League of Minnesota Cities Board Executive Committee meeting. On February 11th, last Tuesday, there was also a Carver County Library Board. They changed the venues for all of their meetings, and it's always in a community, well, it's in a different community every single time. Generally, those are the communities that have libraries, but as you know, we don't have a library in the city of Carver. I guess a brick and mortar traditional library. But they hosted their meeting here. So the library director, Jody, is a Carver resident, so got to just kind of share with the library board some updates from the city of Carver. On Friday, we had a community leaders meeting. That's the group of the school district, and they kind of gave us an overview of their cost containment efforts through a variety of forces, some of it being COVID funds going away, some of it being unfunded mandates, some of it being just not getting enough money from the state to do what they need to do at the school district level. They are working to cut $5 million from, I think it's next year's budget, and then there's an additional cut for the following school year's budget, which I can't remember how much that would be, but just kind of going through that at a super high level.
Can I ask you a question on that, Courtney?
Yes, but you know that I'm not the one to.
Right. I just didn't know, there was a survey that had come out,
Yeah.
and did they talk about that survey at all?
We
When
did.
the results are coming, or what that means to us?
Yeah, so the results, that was a survey that was on up for about a week. And what it was, and I took it, and it was different because like you could see previous people's answers. So if like you said, cut all the sports ball programs, like then other people can kind of see that, not attributing it to you, but kind of see other ideas and be like, oh, I hate that idea. Let's instead cut X, Y, or Z, you know. So they did that, and they worked those results into their cost containment draft of what they're looking to cut. So that's all on their website. They've got a great website, and I can try to.
The finished survey is on there? Sorry, I'm just getting close here, Eric, so you can see.
Sorry, Eric, and I'm sitting far away. I can't say that with confidence.
Okay.
I don't know, but I can figure out.
Because I did open the survey and I did start taking it, and I thought it was a very Minnesota nice, a very different format of trying to take a survey. So I wasn't sure how they were going to extract all these results.
As
all
far
these
as seeing
comments.
other answers,
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think I took it early. I can imagine if you took it at noon on the last day that it could have been a lengthier process than what I went through when there were
Yeah.
maybe a dozen comments
It
on
was
there.
something. Mhm.
Okay. I can ask Kaylee and see if I can get that for you. And then Sunday I had mayor's office hours, and I trying to do things different and kind of going to places. I sat outside the gym at Carver Elementary as kids were getting there. That is ridiculously popular. There were like 100 people in the gym when I left. So also helped that it was like -7 on Sunday. So all right, that is it for me. We had a pretty short meeting. I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Motion by Councilmember Sayre.
Second?
I'll second.
Eric can have that one.
Councilmember Pasco. Can we do a roll call vote, please?
Councilmember Pasco,
Aye.
Councilmember Mock,
Aye.
Councilmember Sayer,
Aye.
Councilmember Pershman,
Aye.
Mayor Johnson.
Aye. Motion passes. We are adjourned. Good evening, everybody.